Man, that's all I have to say. That's the entire video. I'm done. No. It's been a while since I vlogged, so I decided I would come out here on this wind and look at all this death out here, man. Look at all these dead bodies. I tell ya. Sure is something. I could make jokes, but I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to talk about me. Because I know everybody's just so interested in that. I don't know what that was all about. Oh look, there's a big branch here. That's interesting. Not really. Let's look at it. It's very kind of disappointing, I guess. Not really. That's, yeah, cool, I guess. What am I, some expert on branches? Like, yes, this branch is qualified for third prize in the state finals. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so, yeah, it's been a while since I've said things on the video cam. So we'll talk about me, because that's very interesting to all of you. First thing is, of course, it's autumn now, and has been for a little while. And that's really ridiculously cool, because it's my favorite time of the year. Which is strange, all things considered, but, you know, it's kind of cool. When I say it's strange that this is my favorite, all things considered, I mean it looks pretty and it feels nice out. A little chilly, but, you know, it's okay. As you can see, there's this here. That's pretty cool. I really like this. I love, like, trees with that still have autumn leaves in them. It's kind of hard to find around here. You can see there's one over there that's, like, completely bare, and kind of always is, it seems, but, you know. Like, here's some more that are bare. Some of them have leaves, and it's windy out here, so there's too much wind, then I apologize, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Also, for the moments I've been out here, there have been strange noises coming from other places. You know, look, I live in Butthole Land, as I call it. No, I don't call it that. I live in the Amish area of Indiana, which means, basically, there's Amish people, and that sucks. But also, it's really windy. No, that has nothing to do with it. I was going to say something. No. Like, I heard a couple houses down, there were, like, cows. I don't know what they were doing, but they just kept making all this noise, and I started actually wondering to myself, for the duration I've been out here, I started to wonder. My fingers were shot there for a second, kind of. It was more like a dark, looming shadow cast over to take over the world. But I started to wonder if maybe, like, one of them was giving birth, or what. But then I heard another one. You may or may not be able to hear it right now. It's kind of going off, but at the same time, I'm trudging through leaves right now, so I don't know. So I started to wonder if one of them was giving birth, and then there's the evergreen. Not bad. Then I wondered if one of them was, if they were having sex, which I know, you know, me being me, I can't talk about that, apparently. I don't know. I just don't like to. Like, that's my thing, my personal asexual experience with things like that, is, while I'm fine with sex talk every now and then, like, sex jokes are completely fine if they're not too frequent, because, if they're just too frequent, they're just not funny. They're not offensive, really, unless it's, like, a certain popular YouTube Let's Player making rape comments. I will, you know who I'm talking about, maybe, or not. I don't know. I really like this tree. I don't know why. Just something about this tree just always makes me feel comfortable. I don't know. It's weird. But, I mean, like, as far as, like, talking explicitly about sexual things go, I don't know. I'm not really cool with that, I guess. At least not too much of it. And it's not that I'm sex negative, because I'm not. I actually feel that sex is a good thing. I feel that plenty of... This is really awkward, by the way. I feel that plenty of people should, like, do that because it helps the human race, of course. But at the same time, you don't have to involve me in your little adventures. It's okay. I won't feel too bummed out about you leaving me out of those kinds of conversations. I don't know. Just being weird, I guess. So, I don't know. I really don't know if you can hear those cows, but they're just so weird. It's just weird. That's what it is, man. It's just nonsense. Let's look at the sky for a minute. It's kind of cool looking, I guess. It's grayish, kind of. I don't know. This area is just full of depression right now, which makes sense because, well, you know, I deal with depression, which is what I wanted to talk most about, I guess. Maybe also recent events that have kind of led up to it. Not really led up to it as in caused it, but led up to it as in kind of brought it in, like, full force, I guess. I don't know. I've stopped for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I've been depressed as of late. My depression, which I do have, and I don't have medications for because I'm embarrassed to admit it to most people, but yeah, I didn't know. I bet you didn't know this fence was here with this cord and everything, but you can look over there. There's forest. Maybe I'll take you back there sometime. There's not a whole lot back there. There's just there's a pit. Anyways. What was I talking about? Depression, right. I've been dealing with it a bit lately. I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's strange, because depression... I'm sorry about my fingers again. Depression is one of those things you can really kind of mask when you're in a public setting. But I don't like to do that, is the thing. I don't make a huge attempt to do this, but it just kind of happens. But, I mean... I don't know. It's just one of those things, I guess. Just one of those things. I say that every time, and I just never specify what it is I'm talking about. Look, there's rocks, kind of. There's, like, this whole structure here. Those are always weird. I'm just walking around for no real reason, because I'm an idiot. I don't know. There's another fence here. You look over it. There's more leaves. Huh. And more field. Man, it's as if you expected to see that or something. You shouldn't have. Anyways, I'm rambling a lot. But yeah, depression, not fun. Basically makes you feel hopeless, doesn't really make you feel... And, like, I've noticed more recently, not that it's, like, developed recently, like I'm trying to invent it, but, like, I'm more aware of it now than I was. Like, I thought, like, when I was dealing with it before and other times, I had thought just, I had just thought that it was just a thing that would pass, and it comes back. You can't permanently get rid of it. You can only, like, treat it a bit for a temporary moment, as opposed to a permanent one. Yeah, that makes sense. No. But, I mean, I had the same impression that a lot of people had, that depression is just something that happens when something upsets you. And that's not the case, because a lot of times depression comes out of nowhere, and that's my case. However, there are things that have kind of built onto it that made it worse. And I guess I'll quickly go over those things. First thing is, I vlogged last about, and this was back when I was on the microphone, I vlogged last about having gotten together with a girl named Jenny. And, I would like to say that after exactly 4 months, that is no longer a thing. Basically, there was just a whole bunch of nothing going on, and it just dissolved, I guess. And, I mean, you could say whatever you want about the fact that I planned things ahead of time, but at the same time, you know what, if you make a commitment with somebody that far away, you kind of have to. Also, that had nothing to do with it. You could say whatever you want, but you don't know what happened, so let's not be judgmental here. I'd have to say it hasn't been that hard on me like I thought it would be, but it really is at the same time, if that makes any sense. It's been easy, not easy, it's not been easy at all, it's just been less difficult and yet more difficult than I imagined it ever could be. And, that's not fun. But, I haven't told very many people about this, like, in real life yet. I don't know why. I've told, like, 3 people in real life, all within the span of this week, so... Well, it happened this week. It happened Sunday night. And I did the breaking up, if you're wondering. But, well, technically I did, although, to explain, I guess it had felt like she had indirectly done the same days prior, if that makes any sense. There's a tractor down there. I don't know how well you can see that. There's a little tractor just driving on by. You can kind of see it if you look close. Alright, there's this tree. Hello, tree. How you doing today, tree? I hope you're good. Well, I don't really care if you're good or not. You're a tree. This one's got a little collection of leaves going. I'm just gonna stand for a bit. Fuck this, I don't care. What else can I talk about? The election was recently. Obama won re-election, which, you know, that's good news for me, because that means we avoided the bullet that was Mitt Romney. Oh look, this guy carrying a bunch of stuff. You can kind of see it. It looks like he's carrying maybe wood or hay. I can't really tell for sure, but yeah. Yeah, Obama won re-election. There are some other awesome progressive things that happened in politics lately, like an openly gay senator in Wisconsin, gay marriage legalized in Minnesota, Maine, Maryland, and Washington. Recreational marijuana legalized in Washington and, what's the other state? Colorado. And hopefully those things happen elsewhere too, which we'll hopefully see in the next 4 years, that it gets passed to, like, everywhere, or at least in most places. That'd be really nice. And, what else was there? There was something else I wanted to bring up. Oh, apparently there's a pansexual woman in Texas who's a senator now, too. Which, you know what? I'm cool with that. Definitely. People don't even know pansexuality exists. And I do. I know a lot of things exist, like peanut butter and Jesus. There's people named Jesus in the world. There is people named Jesus. Yeah, I sound like one of the people around here who can't really speak proper English. Hooray. I don't know. So, as far as, like, there was one more thing I wanted to bring up, though, really. I can't think of what it was. I don't know. There's more Democratic control in the Senate now, which is cool. Republicans have the House, but, you know, whatever. We had a pretty big victory there. And I don't know. But, yeah, that's my political jargon. Not really jargon, but that's my political speak for the day. Hope you enjoyed. Offense. I bet you're offensive. That this video is so offensive. I don't know. God, I've been talking forever. So almost 13 minutes. 2 minutes. I don't know. Been watching YouTube poop too, of course. YouTube poop's awesome. Stuff. Oh, there was something I was going to say about depression, that it basically holds you back from doing anything. It prevents you from really giving a damn, so to speak. And that's what it's caused me to do. Also, I'm just going to blast out a bunch of other things I figured out. Well, not really a bunch of things, I guess, but I mean, I'm going to wrap this video up in a minute here. I've been out here for way too long. It's cold out here, and I know that this video is boring. I've decided that I am not going to college because I don't need to, because I want to do voice acting, and voice acting does not require college. It requires experience. And to get experience, it turns out that I've heard of ways where one can just take an acting class just kind of on its own and not have to worry about college. I've heard of that happening. At least I'm pretty sure. Either way, I have no plans for college immediately, so don't worry. I'm not worried. You're gonna be all like, OMG, you have to... You're gonna be like, OMG, you have to sign up for college, otherwise you're gonna die because you're not gonna make any money. Dude, let me tell you, I'm gonna make money. No, I won't. I'll probably... I don't know. Just semi. Cool. Yeah. And me deciding not to go to college is not a product of depression. It's a product of realization that I can do better than I want to. No, it's a product of realizing that I can do without having to put myself through a lot. And that's cool. I always like that. I like to take the easy route, because I'm a little bitch. So, this video's been going on way too long. I apologize for being so depressing, but that's just me. I am manic depressive, as I call it. So is Stephen Fry, and I love him, and I have a man crush on him. I'm not even kidding. Well, I call it man crush, but I'm actually, like, psychologically genderless. Yeah, that's something I'll explain off camera, I guess, if anyone wants to, if anyone cares. Basically, I don't... Fine. I'm gonna explain it now. Basically, I don't think of myself as any gender. I know I am biologically male, You have to look at the leaves while I talk. I know I'm biologically male, but I don't think of myself as a gender because really I don't see the point. I'm asexual. I don't use my gender for anything else except for signing up for things and for going to the bathroom. That's about it. And in some places there are unisex bathrooms anyways, so that's fine. So, you know, I'm just like, okay, I can just walk on in here and be like, oh, no problem. And that said, I don't know. It's weird. I weird people out when I act one way or another, I guess, about it. If I act effeminate, people get weirded out. I don't understand that. I don't know, dude. I'm a pan-romantic asexual. I can date anyone. I'm explaining this, by the way. I can date anyone of any gender, which includes the transgenders, and includes, if possible in human beings, hermaphrodites. I don't know if there's a nicer word for that. If there is, then I'm sorry I don't know it. I'm sorry I'm so ignorant. But I don't know if hermaphrodites actually exist in human beings. I'm sure you could get the surgery or something. I've heard of actually, like, physically genderless people, which, that's cool. You know, I wouldn't mind if I had the money first. I'm gonna shut this off now. I'm embarrassing myself.